Hello everyone. I know you guys have seen the new Pretty Little Thing site. They've done a madness. Like, talk about rebrand. I don't know what's inspired this rebrand and why now. I think it's because people are stepping more into like the whole clean girl aesthetic. I don't know if I am. I don't even know what aesthetic I have. I just do what I do. And I hope I do it well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really care necessarily to be focused on one aesthetic of like clean girl, leaning towards more cardigans and high-waisted jeans and, you know, the skinniest of belts. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are not happy with the fact that they've literally rebranded and they've left behind like the BBL fashion, shall we say, and basically what Fashion Nova does now. Okay, and a lot of people are like, you know what, Pretty Little Thing did well at. Did they do well at that though? They did well at that. That was their branding. That was their niche, shall we say. The thing about Pretty Little Thing is that the quality. You gotta pray when you make that order. You gotta pray, get on your hands and knees and pray that it comes out looking like how it looks in the photo, because a lot of times the quality is just absolutely appalling, and then like you go and return it and then you're just appalled that you have to go to the post office and return it because you think the order should have been perfect, like how it looked on the internet, when in reality it's just trash, poorly made. And again, look, Pretty Little Thing did well at doing the whole like BBL thing, and now they are just doing something completely polar opposite, and a lot of people have their thoughts and opinions. And I think we are steering away from BBLs. I think BBLs, and this is why, like, obviously if you've gotten a BBL and you genuinely love it and like best decision you ever made, love that for you, right? But there's a lot of people who did things for a trend. I hate to say this, and I know it's going to sound absolutely insane, but skinny is always going to be in. Like, even when it was about like being curvy and like having the biggest ass cheeks in the world, oh my god, crazy, you know, people were always loving skinny in that same breath, right? Skinny is always going to be quote unquote in vogue or seen as beautiful as well. And it seems as though now, like, having a BBL is just like, girl, like, if someone said to me they're going to literally Dominican Republic to get their ass done, I would be like, I mean, maybe this wouldn't be the first thing I say. I'll be like, oh, okay, girl, you sure? You know? Because sometimes you gotta ask certain people, girl, you sure? Like, you know, because some people don't even know why they're doing certain things. Some people, and the thing is, yeah, the accessibility of a BBL is actual madness to me. It's actual madness to me, because I'm just like, the way anyone and everyone can just go and do it, doesn't matter if you've got the funds for it or if you're just trying to like squeeze things by and trying to make ends meet. Like, you could get a BBL for different prices. It depends on who you go to though. The bootleg ones, yeah, the bootleg ones, you'll be like, you know, meet me in this corner and this over here, and then jump on the table, and then I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then your ass will be, you know, those ones are probably the cheap ones. But people are desperate for a bigger ass, and I truly do think because it stems from a place of it was based on the media. It was based on the media. It was people's infatuation with like, oh my god, curvaceous bodies, bigger bodies. My thing is, I have no problem with it, point blank period. But when the proportions are out of place and not proportionate, I'm just like, how are you gonna pay all this money? And I get it's complications. That's another thing people don't talk about as well enough. There are so many complications, and you never really go for just one time. You gotta go back to the Dominican Republic twice, maybe even third time, if you feel like he did, or she, or they did a bad job, okay? So if you get your BBL and you're genuinely happy with it and it's the best decision you've ever done and you feel like it's made you so confident, then do you know what, babes? I ain't even talking about you, yeah? But this is what I'm trying to say. It was pretty much, for the most part, just a trend. The fact that a body type or a look is just a trend is insane, but I knew it. I knew it at the time of the peak of it, and I think people would say that there's a lot of people who got their BBLs like back in 2016, 17, where we knew celebrities and influencers were getting things done, but we couldn't necessarily come to terms with what the treatment was called, like what the surgery procedure would be called, and we couldn't necessarily confirm it on all occasions unless it was the Kardashians. Like, babes, how did your arse cheeks just blow up overnight? Do you know what I mean? But even at that, they wouldn't call it BBL, they would call it like arse shots. They would call it anything but a BBL. So then BBL's got like, let me change the colour. So then BBL's got like even more popularized and everything, and you know, Pretty Little Thing come out or whatever. They've been around for some years now anyways, but like their wardrobe was more so like BBL fashion, club dresses, like, do you know what I mean? Like, they had it down, and it was like next day delivery. It was affordable, which was definitely their selling point. It was affordable, and you could get it next day if you order just before the store, okay? So to now see them stepping into a different direction, I'm like, what inspired this? Do you think it could be, I don't know if Molly May is still working as like a creative director for Pretty Little Thing, or whether she's gone her own way because she now has her own clothing brand, which I think is called Maybe. I've never actually bought anything from it just because, I don't know, I think I don't need any more clothes right now, and realistically, as much as there's some really cute things right now in different stores, I need to take my ass cheeks to the charity shop. and I encourage that for us more. My voice just went. Now it's come back. I encourage that more for us to like just leave our house and go to like thrift stores or like go to charity stores. I'm saying this, but I'm struggling to find a good charity store. Like I go on TikTok, yeah, and I see so many thrift stores of people in Canada and United States. I'm like, where do you guys get these like Gucci, Louis Vuitton for like $40? But also, I don't want to spend $40 goddamn dollars. I will for an LV bag. That's vintage, because that makes sense to me. But like, I'm not gonna spend £40 on a long skirt that I know I can find somewhere else for cheaper. Like it's about being more intentional this year. It's about putting my money, where's my voice going? It's about giving my money to the right places as much as possible. I'm not a perfect human being. I don't live like the most perfect life at all, but I'm trying, and I'm accepting the fact that, you know, I could do better to stay away from fast fashion and more so lean towards charity stores. If you guys know any good, and I mean really good charity stores, thrift stores in London, please do let me know. Please. And I mean good. I mean like my style. And my style is pretty much just like, I like everything, to be honest. I like everything. I tap into all aesthetics. Have I mean, I'm definitely like, you can't tame me, in the words of Miley Cyrus. Like, I can't be put in a box. So yeah. Also, speaking of the box, yeah, what is the box about, the Roddy Ricch song? Because he kept dropping hints when the song came out. I think it was like back in 2018-19. He kept dropping hints about the box, and then the song comes out and I'm still trying to work out like, what is the box? Because in the video there's a box. I'm like, I'm like, is it a woman's punani? But I'm like, no, is it? I don't really know. You know, nowadays there's so many Easter eggs in videos, bitch. I'm not that intelligent to like work it out. So please let me know. Years later, I don't know what the box is. I think I do, but I could be wrong. So please, I'm begging someone in the comment section to tell me what the box actually means. Great. Now let's go ahead and talk about PLT. PLT are doing this rebrand for a reason, because I think that maybe they're not getting as much clients, or maybe they've seen a certain type of aesthetic work for different brands, so they want to tap into that. I feel like maybe you could have, I don't know if they could do a mixture of, I think you could have a mixture of both. You can have like a part on your website where it is just fixated on more like the clean girl aesthetic, but don't name it that, because I feel like that's really cringe. I think anyone who says like I have like clean, like my makeup look is giving clean girl, I just find it kind of cringe, and I feel like you're on the internet too much, but also so am I. You know, I'm judging, but how can I judge so much, you know? But it's so important to know that, like, do things for yourself. Do things that are going to make you genuinely feel happy. And also shop at places where you feel the most comfortable or where you feel seen. I think that with Pretty Little Thing, I was going to say liars. Pretty Little Thing, I think their sizing was a little bit off. I think there's a lot of plus size people who were like, you know what, like I want to buy from you guys because it's affordable, fairly reasonable, but like the sizing are just off. And this is a company brand that's been around for so many years now, to the point where you could make these changes if you wanted to. You could, okay, but they just don't want to. And I think that that's very telling in itself. Am I going to be, you know, scrolling for hours on their site? Probably not. But it is very telling that, like, I think they're catering, people say they're catering towards white people. I just feel like that, like, sure, but like, I don't think when we think of skinny we should also think of just white people. I think that's just so ignorant to say, and I'm not going to encourage that conversation at all. Sorry. I think they're just stepping more into like maybe again the clean girl aesthetic, the clean girl era. Oh my god, my earring fell out. That is actually really embarrassing. It's because I didn't have the screw in, because I can't find it. It's somewhere on this table, I just don't know where. Yeah, but pretend that didn't happen. This is embarrassing. So embarrassing. But yeah, guys, I don't know, it's very telling. I think that like skinny is always going to be in. I think that this look is what is in right now, is in trend. I think that the whole BBL fashion is something that people are tired of. Even businesses are tired of it, and you know, are focusing towards other things. I mean, it's like naked fashion. Like I love Naked, like the brand. I love it so much. I think they do a good job at like having good quality products, which look very sophisticated and smart, and maybe that's a direction they're walking more into. And I don't think that you have to change your attire or your wardrobe because of this specific brand or because of the brands that are now coming out. I think there's something for everyone. If you are more of like, you know, the club girl, BBL fashion, then of course you've got, you know, fashion houses like Fashion Nova who are going to come in clutch for you. Now the delivery time though, bitch, don't ask me because I don't know. But like there's something for everyone for sure. I just feel like it's so funny though, because the rebrand just came out of nowhere and it just feels a little bit like, whoa, you caught us off guard. And also these prices though, can we talk about it? Who do you think you are? Run around leaving scars, hey, collecting your... No, seriously though, who do you actually think you are? You think I'm going to use my hard-earned shacoin? You might get me once. You might get me once if I need something, as in tomorrow, okay? But apart from that, I don't know, those prices though, it's itching my skin, and I don't have eczema. I'm itchy. I'm not happy with them prices though, because what do you mean? You could, once upon a time, you could get a dress for £9 from Pretty Little Thing. Now they're talking about £40. Excuse me? That price jump, what do you think this is? What, you think it's a video game where we have to jump from here to there? No, babes. Get it together. Oh, extra crunchy. I'm pissed. I'm livid. I'm not even like constantly going on Pretty Little Thing, by the way. Like, I'll only go there if I need, like, oh my god, this, do you know what, babes? No more embarrassment. It ends now, okay? I actually hate when companies take the piss out of us, because it's like, you did something so well, now you want to go and fix it. If it ain't broke, babes, don't fix it. Why not just add like a certain section on your website where it's like for different aesthetics? Like, that could be sickening. I could live for that, right? And also, PLT, I think you've got bigger fish to fry. You've got more complaints happening, all right? I don't think anybody or their grandmom, godmother, even little child asked you to rebrand. I'm all here for a rebrand if it makes sense, but this one I just feel like it's very much out of the blue, to be fair. Very out of the blue, and I don't mean Bonnie Blue. Lord Jesus. Guys, these jokes are just coming out of nowhere. Nothing scripted. I just put my camera on and thought, let me go yap away. And look at me, flipping yapaholic. Smash the like button if you haven't. Don't be greedy now. But yeah, I just feel like these prices are absolutely ridiculous. Like, I just feel like it's you wouldn't even pay £40 for this dress. And it's like, where is the material? It's a mini ass dress. What am I paying £40 for? How do we go from $8.95 to £40? That's not fair. Now, some of these pieces actually look really cute. So I'm not a hater. Some of the pieces on the website look really, really, really nice, and I would love to have my hands on it. But also, if we're gonna up the prices, up it because the fabric is making sense. The quality of PLT is actually disturbing. You have to pray. I said this earlier, but you have to really do a serious prayer. You might even have to fast. Yeah. When you make that order, you gotta hope and pray that when it arrives, it is good quality, because a lot of it just feels very cheap. Of course, it's cheap for a reason. Like, you know, but also, no, I bought some cheap things before, and it's like, you know what, girl, I still use it years later. Okay. So there's really no excuse. All I'm saying is, you know, because this is fast fashion, you know, all the people, let me not make that joke. I'm not going to make that joke. It's unnecessary. And also, it's way too early in the morning. Don't I look really cute? I look so cute. I've been filming like a bunch of different videos today. I've been filming like what? This is like my third video. Bitch, I'm on a roll. You can't stop me. Don't stop me. This is ridiculous. I've said it. That's pretty much it for my thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about this whole like new Pretty Little Thing rebrand? Are you guys here for it? Or are you not here for it? What do you guys think about the price point? Do you think they're taking a piss? Or do you think, you know what, girl? Everyone's got to make coins. Even though they're literally a multi-million-dollar business. Maybe even billion. But let's calm down a little bit. Probably multi-million. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the figures. Well, I know the figures that they've put out, I ain't feeling it. I'm not spending 40. And that's me just being nice here. There are other examples of like £70. It's like, what, 70? Where is the fabric? There's a whole lot of cutout. £70 for a cutout long sleeve. Nah, stop it. It's got to be worn by someone precious, yeah? For me to be spending that kind of extra coin in this day and age, in 2025. Oh, please, leave off. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you guys subscribe. If there's any video that you guys want to see, you guys want to hear my thoughts and opinions on, then please do comment and hit down below. And yes, I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye. I can't wink.